Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this video is going to be on the rest of the Science Skills Station for the Hazardous Weather Science Skills Station, Hazardous Weather Lab Science Skills Station. Okay, so we did this first part where we make the graph and we watch the video, and the graph will go here on this page. It's beautiful. But I wanted to kind of walk through this with you. So this is still activity 1. This is question 2. So what I did was I pressed Control-click to go to this, and I've also attached this to the here. Nice. Okay. I've attached this to the Science Skills Station. If you open this up, this is the Activity 1 Question 2 link. This is how to make a line graph in PowerPoint. So let's go back here and let's find out what they're asking us to do. It says, describe the location or locations at which hurricanes most often originate between May 1st and the 30th. So the red dots are points of origin for hurricanes, and the faint gray lines show the track. Okay, so let's go back here. So we've got a couple of dots there. Okay, and it starts to get a little bit more, and you can kind of see, excuse me, a little bit of it kind of looks like hair on my screen, actually. You can kind of see what that is. And you can see more and more, it originates on this, I guess the east side of Central America and the west side of Central America, right there. And then it kind of goes off into the Pacific. This is the Pacific Ocean. And then it kind of curves and goes off into the Atlantic Ocean. But there's a pretty specific place where it all kind of starts here. This is Mexico. All of these are little states of Mexico, and then Central America. So my geography is awful. But you can see everything kind of goes this direction. And then you can see it kind of does the same on this side. So for this question, I would type, that it starts close to Central America and goes off, on either side, both the Atlantic and the Pacific. And then it asks you to draw it. So I have a Wacom tablet where I can draw these, and I'm going to use the light gray. But you can see that it kind of started here and it kind of went off in this direction. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, or as we go down, oop, went too far. Here, we know that it starts here and it kind of goes this direction, right? Probably with the ocean currents, but either way. So that's kind of what I'm looking for that one. Here, it says watch a short video on hurricane. This is activity 1 still. So what I did was I hovered here, and you can see it says Control-click to follow the link. And I went to follow the link, and I got an ad. But let me go back. So we're going to be looking at wind speed for categories 1 through 5, and then the damage. So let me show you what this video looks like. This is what it looks like. So let's go ahead and play it.
When it comes to hurricanes,
Okay, so this is where I would stop, and I would type your expected damage, not bad, he says, lose some shingles off the roof, whatever. And then on the wind speed, if you'll watch this video, it increases to a certain point and stops, and then it becomes the next category. So you're going to want to...
But everything basically remains intact.
Okay, at 96 miles per hour, it stops. So I would say, 0 to 96 mph. Or if we back up the video, I'm sure it doesn't start at 0. I'm sure it starts at something.
So let me show you. Let's start off with
76, I'm not sure. So, but you'll do that for each one of these, and you'll see that I've paused the video to answer the questions. And then we go on to the next page. The National Hurricane defines hurricane season from, do you agree with this definition? So this is kind of where you're going to reflect on what you've done in activity 1. You've seen it, you've seen the hurricane season here, and you've seen it with the graph that you made here with this data. So yeah, you can either agree or disagree, and whatever you do, you need to explain your answer here. And then it says, compare and contrast the path of hurricanes that form over the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, and Eastern Pacific. So what they're asking is, on this, the hurricane paths, let me show you. And let me erase what I tried to do here. So, la, 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 la. Okay, and I'll pick a different color for y'all. But here is the Gulf of Mexico right here, okay? And if you want to go back and look at what that looks like, you can see that if they originate here in the Gulf of Mexico, they kind of come out, right? Lost. And then over here, like if they originate here, this would be the Atlantic, probably Eastern Atlantic is what they're calling it. And then if we go down a little bit, this is going to be the Pacific. And they're asking, let's go back and see if we can find the question. Right here. Compare and contrast the path of hurricanes from the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Eastern Pacific. So what I'd like for you to do is take a look at those paths and say, all right, it looks like what comes out of the Gulf of Mexico goes to the Eastern Atlantic. The Eastern Atlantic tends to go up the coast and out, as you can see here. And if you keep looking at these, you can see it kind of goes up the coast and goes back out. And then what are they calling the other one? That's not what we want. Okay, now I'm just clicking on buttons. Lovely. If we look at the Pacific, they do they go up the coast? They don't really go up the coast. They just go directly out. You see, there's a few that go up the coast, but it doesn't really follow the coast like the Atlantic. So hopefully that will help you answer those questions. Let's see what the last question is on this one. What locations in the United States are greatest risk of being hit by a hurricane? Justify your answer with the data. Well, if you look here, it's kind of anything here. Yeah, and then right here. It doesn't look like Washington State is in any, or even California for that matter, but like literally anything along here and then in the Gulf of Mexico. If you need to open a U.S. map to kind of get some states on that, you can. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, great. How do I undo that? Okay, never mind. Next one. La la la. Activity 2. Frequency of tornadoes at the following website. Complete the following table. So let's see if this works. Control click. That's my on hold music. Okay. What have we here? What are they asking us to do? Average number of tornadoes in the U.S. To find the data, click each monthly occurrence map. Okay. This is January. Average monthly occurrence. Oh, wait, look. 35.1 tornadoes. Let's see what it says in 29.5. This is the number you're going to use. That's the average. Okay. So you change the month, you click plot. Whoa, March 80.2. And those are the numbers you're going to put in here. Okay. Use the data in the table to describe when tornadoes most likely occur. Well, gosh, I bet it's in this. Is it in the summer? April. Plot. Dadgum. 155. Okay. And then full length is there in case the bit.ly doesn't work for you. What's next? Ooh, use the map of the average annual number of tornadoes to study the frequency chart each. Okay, so where's... Oh, okay. Use the color code. So what you're going to do is these are the color codes, 0 to 20, 21, and this tells you how many they have. So like, for example, I need yellow. I need more colors. There's yellow. Okay. So for example, like this would be yellow, yellow, yellow. Anything less than 20 is going to be yellow, right? This is so fun. Okay. And then if it's 21 to 40, let me pick like, is that the same as that? That's kind of orangey. Yeah. So 21 to 40. So that's going to be like, that's not, nope, nope, nope. 21 to 40. You see, so you're going to be coloring in this map. You're going to want to make sure that you have this draw so that you can use the pens and pencils and all of that to draw. So let's see. Describe the most common locations of tornadoes. Well, you're going to be able to see it. Per your map. Whatever is in brown. So they're kind of going to want, there's definitely a tornado belt, and they're going to want you to name some of those locations here. Activity 2. Gosh, Science Skill Station goes on forever. Watch 1 or 2 tornado simulations to learn about the types of damage. It says Simulation 1 and Simulation 2. And then we have the EF scale that we're going to do, kind of like the hurricane scale. So let's make sure that these work correctly. Whoa, what is this? No, I don't want it. I don't. Okay, thank you. Oh, look, it tells you the enhanced Vegeta scale. EF0 is this, and it tells you what you need to do. Okay, all right, and you can pause it to fill in your thing here. Okay, cool. And then what are these questions? Yes, okay. All right, I'm going to let you go so that you can finish this. Please let me know if you have any questions.